Welcome to today's class. In our last class, we were able to output this in our browser. So we are going to style it. You can see the way it's looking black. So we are going to style it to any color of our choice. So let's go back to our code. So if you look here now on the folder structure of this code, you can see we have two CSS files. We have the app.css and we have the index.css. Now, and you also have three components here, which is app, which is the root component, and the two components we created, making it three. This app.css is for this JS. So it is not a good programming practice to have like multiple CSS file, like up to three, four, five. So you cannot just start doing navbar, each navbar, you start creating a CSS file for it. Sidebar will create a difference. It's not a good programming practice. So in this app.css, you can see the styles here. The styles are being imported into the app into the app.js. And whatever thing that's rendered to the browser, whatever thing that's rendered to the browser is being styled by the app.css. Alright. So this index.css here is is a global CSS. So it's a global CSS and we are going to delete the app.css since we have already have the index.css here, right? Because if you look here in our app.js, you can see the CSS, the index.css is ported there, and everything is being rendered there. It's being called. You can see the app. This app is from here, all right? And every other components are nested into our app, which is the root component. So we'll be using only one single CSS file. So I'm going to delete this CSS file. Go to delete that. And for me not to have this error, I will go back to our JS and also delete it from here. Go back to do so. If not, you're going to have error. So I'm going to delete it that way. Alright, so we are now left with only one CSS file. To style this now, yes, we have this now. Then to style this now, let me use our navbar for instance. To style our another H1 hello world. To style this H1, I'm going to give it a class or ID. Already know how to style already. So in HTML, HTML, you normally call it class like so, and give it a class you want, anything. But this is JSX, so we don't do like that. We use what is called class name. Use class name. Use class name like this. Then you give it a class. Let me say my H for instance. Then we'll go to our index.css here. So I can decide to delete this. Then use my own style. We have done CSS, we already know how to style. So I'm going to delete this. Then my H1 is a class. My H from here. My H, yes. I will give it a color. I want to give it a color red. Alright, so when I go to my browser and view this now, you can see hello world is red. So that's how to style. Alright, so I'm going to teach you inline styling, how inline styling is being done. It's being done in React. So I will still use our navbar to do that too. In our navigation, yeah. So um, this styling is the same thing in HTML and yeah, just that a little difference that would be this a J is returning a JSX. So the difference is using class name instead of class, and also we use a curly braces here to do that. Let me show some examples. Button names. Click here. So this button now, if I should style this button using inline styling, so of using the standard, I want to use it. So what I'm going to do, okay, so you use style, your normal HTML is like this, but here in JSX it's not like that. What I'm going to do is to use a curly braces because you're trying to use pass a dynamic value. Yeah. Remember I told you if you want to pass a dynamic value, you have to use the curly braces. So it's not going to be this way. We're going to use a curly brace to do style like so. As you can see, it's equals to curly braces. So inside this curly braces, we're also going to create another curly brace. This is going to represent an object. So the first one we created is to tell React that this is you are trying to pass a dynamic value, while the second curly brace is an object we're going to write there. So that's why we need two pairs of curly brace, the outer one and the side one. So we're going to do a different key value pair inside that. Alright, we're going to write our CSS inside that. So let me break it down like this. So we're going to pass a CSS properties and the value for a property. So I'm going to do color like this. Then the value, the color will be white. Then comma. The next one will be, let me give it a background color, background dash color. So this is wrong. Why? You can see it's wrong because this is a JSX. So in normal HTML, it is right like this, but we are going to remove this hyphen, then turn this one using a camel case, call it camel case. So we're going to remove the dash that is here, then convert this to camel case. So that's how it is being done in React. So background color, I will give it a black. Let me give it a black color of my button. Black. Then border radius. Remember what I said, it's not going to be this way. You have to turn it to a camel case. Then border radius, I'll give it, let me give it 10, 10 px. So like that. So let us go and view what we just did now. So as you can see here, so this is how to do inline styling. Our background is black, the text is white, and this is the border radius. So this is how to do inline styling. You know, normally it is good to a good programming practice to do all your styling in your external style sheet. Doing it like this will make your code to look okay. So it's not a good way of writing your style sheet unless there's important thing you need to style using your inline styling to style that. So all your styling should go to the external style sheet. Alright. So I just showed you the difference of using um, styles in React. This class name, don't use class, and whenever you want to style, use a to pass a value, use a curly brace to write that. And remember to use a camel case, not dash color like the way you normally write in your CSS. Alright, use a camel case here. So that's how it is being done. Now I'm going to clear this. So today we are also going to talk about events. Okay. When you visit a website, you're going to see different events happening on the website. When you open a website, you can see different events. Maybe you can see a button to click, you can see a form to submit, you can scroll maybe from up to down to see what is on the website. All these happening are called events. Now we are going to talk about click events. So I want to talk about click events. To do that, I'm going to create a button. We'll use a button. I want us to click on a button. So when you click on a button, click event, you want to know like how many times someone click a button, how many times a user click a button. That is the type of event that normally happens on a browser. You get. So this is a button. Let me say click, click here, click here to submit, click here to submit button. So inside this button now, right, we are going to write a property called on click. We want to use on click to JavaScript um property. So we want to write on click like so. On click, you can see the body braces we want to write, and we're going to call the we're going inside this curly brace, we're going to pass the JavaScript reference. So here we are going to write the JavaScript. We want to write our code here. By doing that, we are going to write a function too, a function that we are going to pass here for it to show us. So I'm going to call it const, can call it anything. Let me call it button, button click. I can call it anything. Button click is a function. Button click. Okay. Button. Okay, write an arrow function like so. So inside this button, okay, I'm going to log it to the console. Okay, it's equals to here. Okay, log it to the console button. Let's see what this button any time it's being clicked. So here we are going to pass it here too. We're going to pass it here. Also, I don't want to I don't want to do this. If I should do this, it's going to it's going to fire the function. It's going to fire the function automatically. It will invoke the function automatically. I should do this, but even without the user clicking it, let's just check our console to see what is happening. Yes, inspect that our console. So if you look here, you can see button click. even without the user clicking. As the man click it, even without the user clicking it, it's showing here. Let me refresh. So a button click, I do not click it and it's showing. So that wants it to be like this. I'm going to remove this. Alright. So when I refresh again, clear this and refresh again, see it's not coming out automatically because I already removed that. So I'm going to click on this button. That's a button click one, two, three, four. So that's how to see how many times someone's click on a button. So this is just a on click property we are using, and we are passing a function reference here. We are passing a function reference that is our function, and we are passing a function reference here. So the function is being this function now is being triggered, is being invoked when a user click. So it listens when a user clicks, this function is being invoked. So it's beginning to count. So that's all about click events. All right.